What happens when a truth grows too heavy to stay buried? The global music world was shaken to its core this week as revelations surfaced suggesting that HYBE, the powerhouse company behind BTS, pressured Kim Taehyung, better known to fans as V, into choices he never truly wanted to make. These claims have sent shockwaves through the fandom, ignited a storm of anger worldwide, and even prompted an emotional reaction from Jungkook, who has now made it clear he refuses to remain silent. The controversy first flared up when Taehyung unexpectedly left Los Angeles during a much-anticipated BTS-related event. At the time, his sudden departure confused everyone. Theories spread like wildfire. Was he dealing with personal struggles? Was it exhaustion? Or was there something deeper? No one had clear answers. But now, the story unfolding behind the scenes appears far darker. Multiple reports and insider whispers allege that Taehyung walked away because of mounting pressure from HYBE itself. According to these accounts, the company allegedly pushed him into commitments he didn't fully agree to, relentless schedules, restrictions on his personal creative projects, and even demands to present a specific image to the public. For years, Taehyung has been celebrated for his individuality, his authenticity, and his refusal to be boxed in. Yet, behind the curtain, it seems he was being asked to hide that authenticity, to mold himself into something that served corporate interests rather than his own spirit. "I felt trapped in expectations I could not meet," he reportedly admitted. "Leaving was my only way of saying no." Those words hit like a thunderbolt. For millions of fans who have stood by BTS through every storm, the idea that one member was cornered into silence felt like betrayal. The ARMY, known for their loyalty and fierce love, erupted in outrage. They demanded answers, transparency, and above all, respect for the very people who built the empire that HYBE profits from today. But it wasn't just the fans who reacted. Jungkook, who had appeared visibly shaken during Taehyung's original departure in Los Angeles, stepped forward with his own bold stance. Known for choosing his words carefully, Jungkook broke his silence with an uncharacteristically direct and emotional declaration. "We are not puppets. No one should be forced to do what goes against their heart." Those words spread across social media like wildfire, instantly picked up by fans, amplified by international media, and hailed as a rare act of open defiance against the company. Jungkook's statement was more than a defense of Taehyung, it was a condemnation of a system that many feel prioritizes profit over the well-being of its artists. Industry observers suggest this could mark a turning point in BTS's relationship with HYBE. For years, the company has been praised for guiding BTS from underdogs on a small label to global cultural icons. But now, cracks in that narrative are starting to show. This is the first time a BTS member has openly implied being forced into compliance. One Korean entertainment analyst remarked, "Jungkook's words add immense weight to these allegations. They put HYBE in an extremely uncomfortable position." Behind the drama lies an even bigger issue, the eternal conflict between artistry and corporate control. BTS has always been admired for their honesty, for writing songs about mental health, societal struggles, and personal growth. Fans connected with them because they felt raw and real, not manufactured. But if Taehyung was pressured into hiding his truth, it shakes the very foundation of that bond. "They told us they were free," one fan lamented. "But now we see they are not." HYBE's silence has only made things worse. Despite the growing uproar online and international headlines blasting the company, HYBE has yet to issue a clear explanation or denial. To many, that silence feels like arrogance, only fueling more outrage. During an online protest, one fan declared, "If they think ARMY will stay quiet, they are wrong." What makes this scandal especially explosive is Jungkook's involvement. Unlike vague rumors in the past, which could be brushed aside, Jungkook's open criticism lends credibility. His refusal to stay quiet signals a possible shift within the group itself. If one member has the courage to challenge the company publicly, fans can't help but ask, will others follow? The global media is now framing the situation as a battle between one of the world's most powerful entertainment corporations and the humanity of its brightest stars. Western outlets like Billboard and Rolling Stone are covering the issue openly, while Korean outlets tread more cautiously, reporting only the surface facts. But the narrative is spreading fast. BTS is no longer just fighting to make music, they may be fighting for freedom within the very system they helped build. The emotional fallout is immense. Fans feel betrayed. Taehyung has been left exposed. And Jungkook's anger shows just how personal the matter has become. For years, the emotional core of BTS has been their bond with each other and with ARMY. Seeing Jungkook stand up for Taehyung has reassured fans of their unity, but it has also spotlighted the widening gap between the group and their company. And so the questions grow louder. What exactly was Taehyung pressured to do? How long has HYBE been imposing such demands? How will they respond now that both fans and members themselves are pushing back? One thing is certain, this storm is not fading away anytime soon. The ARMY is mobilized, Jungkook is speaking out, and the spotlight on HYBE has never been harsher. For the first time in years, the story of BTS is not centered on music or awards, but on a struggle for autonomy. As Jungkook himself declared, silence is no longer an option. HYBE has been exposed, and the world demands answers. Yet, in the whirlwind of hashtags and viral posts, another truth emerges. Much of the story fueling this outrage may not be as clear as it seems. Upon closer inspection, many of the claims don't hold up to scrutiny. The fiery language, the shocking accusations, the framing of Jungkook as a rebel, it all seems designed to provoke outrage and sympathy, but lacks solid evidence. To date, no official statement, credible report, or verified insider testimony confirms that HYBE forced Taehyung into unreasonable demands, nor that Jungkook publicly lashed out in anger. What has been circulating are unverified fan accounts, anonymous claims, and speculative forum posts, not journalism that meets professional standards. In a world where every expression or absence can be overanalyzed, it's easy for speculation to morph into narrative. But the leap from observation to accusation is dangerous, and in this case, perhaps unjustified. It's also worth remembering the long and complicated partnership between HYBE and BTS. Yes, corporate pressures exist in every corner of global entertainment. But framing HYBE only as the villain overlooks the agency BTS members themselves have often spoken about, how they negotiate, discuss, and sometimes push back in decisions about their schedules and artistry. And as for Jungkook? The narrative painting him as openly defying HYBE for Taehyung is simply not backed by any real record. Jungkook has always been clear about his admiration for his members and his gratitude toward fans, but he has never used his platform to declare war on his management. His messages consistently stress unity, resilience, and responsibility, not confrontation. This entire scandal reveals a bigger issue.